What is an Amazon brand store? How do you find it? And how do you create one for yourself? My name is Joshua Lee, and I am the founder and CEO of First Light Studios. We're an Amazon agency partner, and we are based in Seattle, and we have developed tons and tons of these. So I'm just going to share with you where you can find the Amazon brand store, also called Amazon Storefront. We're just going to come in here, and let's just say we are looking for protein powder, right? And we're going to look for our favorite brand right now, Optimum Nutrition. This is a brand that I have used. And if you come into a listing page, you'll see the Amazon Storefront link right here. There's no real way to search for these. You have to click into the link, and voila, there we are. We will come in and take a look at this brand store. This is a great brand store. It has a mix of lifestyle images and shoppable product modules. So just a quick note, the Amazon brand store is free to develop, and it is open for anybody with an Amazon Seller Central account and reserved for those who have a brand registry. So you're gonna wanna get that in order to unlock it. Amazon says that shoppers who visit a store during their shopping journey purchase 53.9% more frequently, have a 52.1% higher add to cart rate, a 42.4% higher average selling price, and a 71.3% higher average order value compared to those who do not visit a store. There are some compelling metrics as to why you want to why you want to create your Amazon storefront. Now, this is a really great Amazon storefront, and you can take a lot of notes and lessons here. As I mentioned a little earlier, this Amazon storefront builder is based on a drag and drop module system builder. So you can design in a way that maximizes the modules that are available to you. You can see for Optimum Nutrition, they have a separate page for each of their primary products. So they've got their protein powders. They do a good job explaining why you need protein, covering the basics, and then going through some of their product lines. I did not know they had plant protein, but that makes sense. I used a lot of Hydro Whey when I was in the prime of my working out days. Then you got energy here, right? The amino acids, active lifestyle, right? And then you have these shoppable modules that you can hover over to take a look at the products as well. But this is a good example of how a brand store should look. Now let's go through another example of a brand store and go through some of the core elements that you want to have when you create your brand store. Let's stick to the supplements, and instead of protein powder, we'll do energy bar. Okay, so we see a plethora of energy bars here. We're going to click on a brand that we are familiar with, Cliff Bar. We'll go into the Cliff Bar store, and you can see this one's a little bit different. They have a video module right in the beginning. Powerful, high quality, evokes emotion, and you've got their Cliff Bars here. The design of your brand store is really going to depend on the sophistication of your shopper, how vast your catalog is, and whether or not people recognize your brand or not. What you're going to see with brands like Cliff Bar is very generic brand stores, right? Their main product is the bar. It's the Cliff Bar, and that's their core product line. Yes, they have the Z bar for kids. Yes, they have Builder's Protein for those who want more protein. But in general, you're not going to get a ton more here. So for the design of this, they really target the story and the aspect where they want you to, they know who their core customer is. They set a video module in the very beginning and tell you what the nutritional supplement facts are. And they do a very simple 2-grid to 1-grid shop Builders, shop Cliff, shop Z-Bar. and shop bundles. Very simple. And then for the design here, they actually do it a little differently, where they have their deals page here. They have their Cliff Bar, and then you can go by flavor, shop mini, bundles again. And then you've got your Z bars as well for the kiddos. Z bar and then Z bar protein. And then you've got your other products here. Luna bars, right? Didn't know they were owned by Cliff, but makes sense. And then you got your posts. This is like an Instagram that's built into the Amazon app. So it looks like they've only posted one, and that's it. So in general, when we recommend building a brand store, we always recommend starting with your logo at the top here. Very simple, very clean, and you're encouraging people to scroll down. The purpose of the brand store is to help customers, shoppers, discover what you stand for and the story that you want to tell. A lot of times it's not just the product, right? Unless it's a very technical product like auto parts. Even then there's a story that you can tell there. But here we're being hit with raindrops as we're running, right? And so this is for athletes, people who need the carbs and are on the go. You know, could be busy moms, busy dads, right? I have Cliff Bars, you know, maybe 1 or 2 per year, just because it's available and I don't eat all the time. But if I was out and about in the wilderness and hiking, I would be okay eating a Cliff Bar, right? And then we come in here and we simply want to showcase our available products. And this brand store, it's going to look a lot different if you're a single SKU, company. So a lot of startups, VC-backed companies, new innovations that has one product. This whole brand store will be the story. And each module, you should talk about the features of your product, right? But for a company that has, you know, 12, 2 dozen SKUs, this is generally the approach you want to take. You want to create your brand store, tell the story first, give some emotion. You know, if it's made in the USA, you want to highlight that. If there's uniqueness to your company, what you stand for, you want to highlight that through either a video. It doesn't have to be a video, but as you saw in Optimum Nutrition, the previous example. And then you go ahead and you highlight your products. And you want to make sure that you have considered best in class are images like these, where the primary image is crystal clear and it's on a white background, right? If you use the zoom feature, you can zoom in and actually see high quality. This is what I mean by best in class. And then as you level up, having images like these overlaid. We're not going to talk about the listing today, but we're just going to focus on the brand store. I've been building brand stores for the past 8 years, and every year they introduce a new tweak, a new module update. If you don't want to deal with the build and the design and the thoughtfulness behind what goes into a spectacular brand store, feel free to contact me. You can drop a comment down below or DM me. You can look me up on Instagram at @OneJoshuaLee, and you can DM me. Find me on LinkedIn as well, OneJoshuaLee. All right, guys, so we are going to dive into creating a brand store for the first time. So come on over and create a store, and we're going to be able to really just run through the different aspects of the brand store. So this is your brand name, right? So say we're super supplements, okay? We create our brand store name there. Actually, let's go demo product 1. We're going to go ahead and search. We're just going to pick an example, right? Demo product 1. And we are just going to go ahead and click next. As the Amazon storefront is a builder, we can go ahead and build and create modules. Here are those tiles that I was talking about earlier, right here. And we can actually choose to, you know, I usually go blank, but if you wanted to just do a drag and drop, You either choose the marquee version, or you go ahead and choose product highlight, or you go ahead and choose product collection. Let's just go ahead and choose product collection for today. And for this page, we're going to call it a product, right? And if we're a supplement company, I may put some various meta descriptions here that make sense. So this page is to highlight our premium protein powders that are ethically sourced and manufactured in the United States. Put something like that, and we go ahead and create the page. Okay, so I just want to note that everything you put in here, you can change. So you can change your brand display name, your logo that will show up, right? You can actually hide this section, and you can hide that section if you want, right? I don't usually recommend hiding it. Let's just go through some of the main modules that we have here. When we go to add new section, we can actually see all the modules that we have available. So if we actually had a recipe, and if we were a baking product, we had, we're selling sugar or flour, we can actually go ahead and create a specific module related to baking. And this is a really interesting one. I'm not exactly sure why Amazon has this one specifically, but they have that. And so if you're CPG, you're a manufacturer of raw ingredients for the consumer, this is a perfect module for you. They've got a bunch of modules. Some of these modules will take a lot of work to prepare, and I don't recommend them. What I do recommend is coming down and utilizing the split section, the text, the image with text, shoppable image. So how I might design say we had 15 SKUs, how I might design this one is I'm going to insert a background video. Then I'm going to create an image, create one of these sections, and then I'm going to alternate, and I'm going to create the mirror of that version where I flip horizontally, and I do that way. So say I have, wire cutters that I'm selling here, and then I sell wires, bronze wire, maybe copper wire here, and then I have my products here, right? And then I might add one more section where, if we have 4 different other categories, I'm clicking them here. And then at the end, I might say something like, here's our deals going on right now. These are our featured deals, our promos, right? If you don't want that, maybe you can have something like brand and your slogan and what you stand for, right? But the options are not limitless, but there's a lot of options to choose from. And so once you're done with this page, you can go ahead and add a new page, right? Your second product line. And you do the same thing. This page is for our amino acids, which are effective and used by top athletes all around the world. Right? And we go ahead and create that page. And we do the same thing for this page. As you can see, the potential work that it takes to create a storefront can be pretty cumbersome. I do want to note, as you're learning the brand store, you can go ahead and hover over help, and it'll tell you the creative guidelines here in terms of what the specs have to be, the limitations, right? It gives you pixel dimensions. It kind of explains the differences between desktop and mobile. Here's your pixel dimensions that you need, and all the limitations here when it comes to actually preparing the photo and video assets. If you're looking for help in creating your Amazon store, feel free to DM me either on Instagram or LinkedIn and just say Amazon storefront at @OneJoshuaLee, and I'll be sure to get back to you. If you found this video valuable, go ahead and like the video and subscribe so that you get future updates and future videos that I'll be coming out with. Hope you're having a great day. We'll see you on the next one.